Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Steven Gerrard is capable of taking a game by the scruff of the neck and anywhere he wants after that.
Yeah, one way or another, he'll contribute to the scoring of a goal.
Yeah, and when the going gets tough, tough seems to come easy for him.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. David Villa. Danielson attempts a clearance. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's managed to get for it. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Villa. He's found a way through. That's very neat. He's had a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Batistuta, great chance! Goal! Brazil! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
The goal scorer for Brazil after 23 minutes is number 6. Gabriel Batistuta.
Brazil are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Hakimi. Out of play for a goal kick. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And no, that was never going to make it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
David Villa. David Villa ploughing through the middle. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. David Villa. Bernardo Silva is always scanning the pitch for targets. And it's De Bruyne. And this is Batistuta. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Tacho gets it away. Figo. It's Figo! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
The goal scorer for Brazil.
Well, how's that for a
after
class
42
finish?
minutes
Well,
is
he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
That is a great pick out. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rafinha, and it's Bruno Fernandes, looking for a runner. That's it, 45 minutes up.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Brazil are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. Goes for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tchouameni clears it away. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Batistuta. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Figo. Oh, that's neat. Figo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cleared away. Here comes another cross. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Now it's Rafinha, looking for options for movement. Hakimi, and real chance! Again, a brilliant save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Diaz attempts a clearance. And he lines up a cross.
You can think ahead, but not take your eye off the ball, and he did.
Odo is always looking to play quality balls. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Oh, really well played.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Diaz. Silvestre. And this is Batistuta. Pacho. He is through here. Rafinha was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Now it's Diaz. Diaz going face-to-face with his great rival. Threads one in. That's the keeper's ball. And he's forced to go back. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. While facing up to his adversary. This... Can he finish? Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Brazil, number 15.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Number 9.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Number 5, Messi. Number 10, Shevchenko. Number 13, Kane.
So 3-0 now, and surely there'll be no twists in the plot. And it's Batistuta. Otto makes the interception. De Ligt.
There will be 3
Sylvester.
minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He has found the way through. David Villa. And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Figo picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Please report to the staff room immediately.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Neymar, while facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And here's Alvarez. Can he finish? Diaz.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Batistuta. He's shifting through the gears here. Looking for the far post. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Conte is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Brazil still without a single shot on target. Kimmich. It's played through for him. Showing good feet. Oh, good spread. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
DiMarco plays it short.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And now they can spring out of defence. David Villa, great vision. Lovely pass. And the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, good effort! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
That's really well manoeuvred. Silvestre kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Bernardo Silva. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. And here's Alvarez. Tries to get it clear. DiMarco goes short. Takes aim and crosses. Maldini with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. David Villa. Oh, that is a nice touch. And it's De Bruyne. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, look at the space here. And a chance! Hazard quietly revving up.
Added time.
Mbappe. Now it's Alvarez. Can he get on the end of this? Hazard. Oh, he's having a go! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So very little to report. Nothing, indeed, in terms of goals scored.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And we are back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Conte. Now it's Villa. Hazard. Threads one in. Knocks big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that is well cleared. Bernardo Silva is always looking to break lines. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0. Now it's Villa. This is goes for a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Batistuta actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And he's taking no chances there. Very nicely done. Otto puts them all in. Eintracht Frankfurt are looking to go forward now. Kimmich. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's made its way to him. Tries to play it through. Chance! And needless to say, that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Diaz. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Batistuta! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Neymar. Eintracht Frankfurt have the chance to go the other way. DiMarco gets into a good position. Otto cuts it out. Batistuta looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, he's one of these players, Peter, who plays the percentage game. If you keep playing him in, something's bound to happen.
And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Brazil clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Over to the right flank. Plays it across. Gets his head on it! Caught offside that time.
Substitution.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
He's had it taken off him.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
There will be 3 minutes
Shifted it to
added
the
time.
flank. Now there's a shot at goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that will be the final act. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able to make an impression despite all the huff and puff. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We are just getting started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, a player with a classic number 10 look about him is Martin Odegaard, Peter. It'll be crucial that he can pick the ball up between the lines, as he prefers to do. That'll allow him to show off his trickery. If he can find that space, then all options are open, and the opposition defence might be stretched.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, played right into his path. So no flag here. He has found the way through. And that is out of play. Oh, sweet feet. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Oh, that's nice. Cristiano Ronaldo. De Ligt clears without hesitation. And it's been taken short. Driving on and making good progress. Messi's cross. Oh, great leap! Goal! It was a great header. The invitation was irresistible and the finish unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Over to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Maradona. Maradona going face-to-face with his great rival. And here's Messi. Lovely feet. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Incoming delivery. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Drogba. And it's Forlan. De Bruyne! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Persib Bandung are looking to go forward now. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's going wide left. De Bruyne. Now the delivery. Oh, good climb! He will be livid with himself.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Silvestre is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And here's Batistuta. Now he's got space here. Oh, good take and a great chance! And that is doing no harm at all. Odegaard.
Two
De Bruyne.
minutes has been indicated.
Maradona. Can he get it through? Oh, the less said about that pass, the better. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Brazil trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So straight into the second half.
Brazil can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Maradona touches it back. And here's Messi! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Messi really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Brazil come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And it's Forlan. De Bruyne conjures time and space with Figo! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Brazil restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
Brazil still have the cards to... And the shot! And that's a sharp finish! And they get themselves in front! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Persib Bandung have their lead. And it's Otto. Bebeto has the space to scheme. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, this looks sharp.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Figo, who is rarely short on confidence. Bebeto. And Bebeto! Wonderful from Bebeto! A finish right from the top draw. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Number 15, Bebeto!
He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Brazil drag themselves back again.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. That's the throw. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And this is Forlan. And this is Drogba. And a chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Substitutions taking place.
Time for a change in personnel. De Bruyne delivers. Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
The goal scorer for Brazil after 87 minutes is number 18, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Substitution.
Persib Bandung have opted to make another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Brazil found a way, forcibly.
6 added
Now they
minutes
must
has
hold
been
out.
indicated.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter.
But tries a shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Park Ji-sung is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
And he's being shifted off it. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's gone back to the keeper. And that's it. Brazil have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial setback. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Brazil.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Looking for the run. Now it's Drogba. That's good vision. That's the keeper's ball. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Now it's Lewandowski. Tries to pass it through. Shoots! Goal! Santos! Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, that's fabulous. That is great defending, so alert. Played out wide. Koundé. And here's Yamal. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there. That's rather hopeful. Off the post. And here's Count. Oh, he's gone for goal! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
And he cuts out the supply. That is good alertness.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Tries to play it through. It's Lewandowski! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Santos with the corner, there first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Bebeto. Bebeto.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He can run onto that. Oh, and the shot! Oh, has another go! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Silvestre. No, that's been intercepted. Schmeichel. And he's managed to get rid.
Has been indicated.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Lovely pass, but he's having a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, good effort! And it's half-time. Brazil are still behind then, despite looking for all the world like they've pulled level. Brazil come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked.
And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Marquinhos, he's had a shot! Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Brazil clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Can he finish? Oh, that's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Silvestre, can he get it through? That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Brazil clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Neymar! And he nearly went all the way.
Neymar just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and it's skewed away. In he goes again! Goal! Brazil! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Number 4, Didier Drogba.
Brazil leading now.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Rijkaard. Well, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And this is Neymar. And that is a little undercooked. Ødegaard. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for a runner. Nicely weighted ball.
Brazil surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Ødegaard. Yamal stood his ground strongly. He's got away. Great chance! And there's a goal! It's level again! What a match we have!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter. Santos
Dragged themselves back again.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Silvestre cuts it out. De Bruyne. Now that's well seen too. 4 added minutes on the board. Neymar running with intent. That's it, the referee says enough. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Just a quick
Listen, the
reminder
more this
today.
game went...